We are back with another lift, and in this video we're doing a push and a bicep and a little bit of shoulders. I've been stuck on, I think this is what, 130 pounds for the last 2 weeks. I know I need to be a little more patient. It usually takes 1 to 4 weeks to add a little bit of weight, progressively overload on your lifts. I'm only in my second week. I still got 2 weeks left to see progress and really start worrying about it. But I'm the kind of person who, if I don't see progress immediately, I kind of start to panic. I need to get better at that. But yeah, I'm bringing you guys another video. I'm gonna try to be on a more consistent schedule. Just this week, it was a little more busy. I have a couple of things going on besides lifting, so I had to miss yesterday. And then I missed Friday. No, yesterday. This is actually yesterday's video. So I did this workout yesterday. Friday I didn't get to go because I was busy helping my dad. Damn, these clips are going kind of fast. Fuck. I've also been stuck on this weight here too for I think a little over 2 weeks now. I used to be able to do those 2 plates plus the 25 on the side. But then I don't know what the fuck happened. I kind of just got weak. These clips are going by really fast. I need to slow this down. Yeah, I'm doing dips here with weights. Weighted dips have been going up every week. This week I decided to stay the same just because I matched the rep range. And I was like, you know what, that felt pretty good. That felt heavy. That felt challenging. I'll leave it here. And then next week, or really next training session, I'll up the weight by 5 pounds or maybe 2.5. I'll have to see. But I've been loving dips. Dips have been very fun. I love dips. I love everything about them. They look cool. They feel great. I can progressively overload on them pretty easily. I love them. But that was my push workout. I did 2 or 3 sets of incline, 2 or 3 of flat, and then 2 sets of heavy weighted dips to hit the upper chest, the middle chest, and the lower chest. And then some days I like to hit a lot of high cable flies to emphasize a little more on the upper chest. But now I'm going into my bicep and shoulder workouts. I'm doing, I think they call it Beijing curls. Pretty much just a curve behind your back to hit more of the, pretty sure the long head of the bicep. And here, I think on this day I did 3 sets just because I felt like my body needed it. I felt like I wasn't really that tired. So I did a 3rd set. I don't think I recorded it though. But these feel great. If you guys have never tried them, I totally recommend them. They feel great. You feel a nice stretch. They burn at the top. They feel awesome. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I could have went just a little bit heavier because I think I was in between the 8 to 12 rep range when I usually like to be between the 6 to 8, 6 to 10. So it was a little high. But nonetheless, they were still challenging. These are great. I did them in place of alternating dumbbell curls. So these feel really good. I've been experimenting with new angles, trying to find what I do and I don't like. So the more and more I film, the better I'll get at the angles. So you guys have something a little bit more, appealing to look at. Or more, more entertaining. Let's see. What other things? Oh yeah, this week has just been all over the place, honestly. I just came down from being sick. I'm still a little mucusy, but I mean we feel fine, right? So that might also be why I've been stuck on my presses, but we move on. Yeah, I did record the third set actually. So yeah, this is the third set right here. But yeah, I was sick. This honestly, I've just been all over the place. So I haven't been really gaining weight. I actually went down a pound because last week I weighed 172.4. I weighed myself this morning. I clocked in at 171. So I lost a little bit of weight, but I can put that blame on many different things. Me being sick, me being inconsistent, me not eating my meals. So it's been an okay week for me. It could be better though. I really did like this angle of I really did like this angle. I feel like it captures a lot, so I like it a lot. This might be one of the ones you guys see regularly, so just, know that. Shoulder presses too, they're stubborn, but so I started doing them dumbbells and then I went on to machine and then I'm back on dumbbells. And I've been at between the 60s and the 70s for so long. I want to say like a little over a year. So it's a little irritating still being at them, for that long, but I've been slacking. I know I could progressively overload. I just didn't, so my fault. But now that I know, I'm going to try to, increase my strength on my shoulders because them 65s, they ain't nothing, man. Them is light. I really could be doing like 80s and 90s, but I'm a little bit of a pussy. I'll get there though. Let's say what? If we increase the weight by like 5 pounds every 2 weeks, I should be in the 80s pretty soon. I'll say like in a month or two. Man, these preacher curls, I used to be able to do 40 pounds. But then I stopped doing them. And now I'm implementing them again, and the 30s are pretty much where I cap out at. Yeah, but pretty much the 30s are where I cap out at. I can do 35, but that's only for like 3 to 4 reps. And that's pretty low. I don't think I should be doing curls for that heavy. I don't think anyone should. I feel like the best rep range is that 4 to 8, 6 to 10, between there. But my arms have been feeling and looking pretty good. They just aren't as strong as I'd like them to be. And since I'm on this bulk, I'm really aiming, to increase the weight on everything I do, everything I press, everything. All right. But yeah, here I think I did 2 sets. I might have did a third one, but I didn't record it. It might have just been like a little super set, drop set, burnout set. It wasn't, like a full-on set. It was just to get more blood in them. But I don't know if you guys can tell, my arms look really, really toned here. And I'm really digging that. Yeah. I think I'm finna do lateral raises after this clip. Arms are looking massive. Yeah, so far this bulk has been pretty good. I've been seeing a weight increase in everything I do. Besides maybe a couple of exercises, but those are bound to increase with time. Yeah, I usually like to stick between the 2 sets per exercise, but every now and then I do like to toss in the third set. If I feel like I didn't really push myself those first 2, or if I did maybe a set way too heavy, and I figured that just wasn't gonna cut it. But yeah, these are the lateral raises. I usually do them on the machine back over there. I think it's called the rep or some shit. I usually do them back over there. I just didn't this week because I think it was busy. I think so. I'm trying to see if there's anyone back there. Yeah, there is. It was busy, so I used this one instead. think I'm doing 20 pounds, 30 pounds. With the shoulder, with like lateral raises, since the shoulder is such a small muscle, I don't really like training them super heavy. I like more of like that burning 12 to 15 or 10 to 15 reps. Every now and then I will increase the weight to where I can barely do 8 reps. But that's rare. I rarely do that. I might start doing it though. I'm gonna look up what the benefits are of higher volume training for the shoulders and then lower volume, and I'll report back to you guys, see what I found. Or I might just leave a comment down below, tell you guys what I found. I think I'll do that. But yeah, I did 2 sets here too. 2 sets. 2 sets of like 10, I'm pretty sure. I think I could barely do 10. I think so. Let's count. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, whatever. But I'll do, 10 to 15 reps for these. But I'll report back to you guys, see what I found. I don't know, I've kind of been wanting to change my schedule, like my routine too, because I've noticed that I kind of take an absurd amount of time in the gym, and it's dope. But like I told you guys, I want to be in the gym, but I also want to do things besides the gym. Like, I'm thinking about maybe hopping on a 4-day split to save myself time within each day. But I also don't want to do it because it takes away from the training every muscle group 2 times a week. I know it probably really doesn't matter that much. Like, if you train every day, high intensity, you're still going to see muscle growth, but I want to do what I can to maximize muscle growth. Especially being on this bulk. But I don't know, I'm kind of torn. If you guys have any suggestions down below, I would love to read them, man. I would love to check out what you guys have to say, what you guys have to, inform me with. But yeah, I usually spend like an hour 30 in the gym. And I would ideally like to be in there for a little under an hour 10. Save myself those 20 minutes. Plus the time it takes to get to and from the gym. But besides that, I really have no complaints being in there. It takes a lot of time. Because I'm training 3 muscle groups in a day. Because, I do chest, bicep, shoulder. And then I do back, bicep, shoulder, the rear delt. And then I also do legs, abs. Leg days are probably my shortest. They're usually done within an hour 10. They're pretty quick. But those back and especially today's workout, these take forever because I think I do 18 sets here on today's workout, and that's 2 minutes a set. So 18 times 2, that's really like 40 minutes. But I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing. I'd probably just be like standing around and waiting too long. But if you do the math, it should be like an hour workout. I just can't seem to get it down under that much time. I'll try to, what I'll do? I'll actually start timing myself. And follow that timer and, just do it like that. See how quick I can get in and out. But yeah, the camera's about to die here. I don't really know what happened. I was just kind of doing my workout, my set. And I noticed that my phone was low. So I was like, oh, okay, it might die. So I put on the charger. I did. And while recording this set, it kind of just said, go to this website from Apple support, restore. I don't really know what it was about. But about 20 minutes later, I went into the truck, plugged it in the charger, let it sit. And it was perfectly fine. I don't really know what happened to it. It was strange. But yeah, I'm doing a drop set here because those 45s felt good. But I feel like I needed that extra, there's a little extra oomph. Like I needed more full range of motion. So I dropped the weight down to 30s. and here I'm doing a burnout. But yeah, I'm running out of time, guys. So with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to pump these out 2 to 3 times a week. Ideally, it'd be 7, but I'll start off small. Catch you guys in the next one.